Father Martin, my own personal ones. And we don't have enough time to share all of them. So I'll share the very first time I met Father Martin was in Moscow in 1989. I was 6 years sober. I was the head of a HR department in a very large corporation in Connecticut. And we were considered a manufacturing corporation. And we had in 1989 one of the most effective EAP programs for manufacturing. And I was asked to go to a conference that was being held in the Soviet Union on alcoholism. 90% of the participants were from different treatment centers, Ashley, Betty Ford, Hazleton, etc. But they wanted somebody from corporate America to address the issue. That's why I was invited. At the opening ceremony, which was in the Kremlin itself, in this beautiful, ornate amphitheater that I still see on the news today when Putin's speaking, there were about 250, 300 people. On the stage were the leaders of the conference from both the Soviets and from the Americans. The leader from the Americans was Lou Bantle from Bantle Hall, who was the CEO of a company up there. And with him was a man by the name of Rod Chandler, who was a congressman from Seattle, who was representing the President of the United States, and also on the board of directors here at Ashley. And there were other American top psychologists, etc. And the same thing with the Soviets. When Lou Bantle opened up the meeting, he saw Father Martin sitting in the middle of the audience. Father Martin was sitting about 8 rows up from me. He introduced Father Martin. He asked Father Martin to stand up. Everybody in that room knew who he was, including the Soviets. Chalk Talk was at its peak in the world in terms of notoriety in the field of alcoholism. So everybody knew about Chalk Talk, including the Soviets, and everybody knew about who this Father Martin was. So Lou introduced Father Martin. Father Martin stood up, and Lou said, which is standing ovation, by the way, and Lou said, "Father, you belong up here on the stage. You, of all people, belong up here." Father Martin took the microphone and said, "No, I've come here to listen and to learn." And I said to myself, damn, talk about humility. And after that opening session, they had each American go into different venues. Most went into hospitals or psych wards or things like that. I myself went into a few Soviet factories. Father Martin was allowed to go any place he wanted because he's Father Martin. He chose to go into the gulag. He chose to go into the prisons to talk to the prisoners about addiction. So you want to talk about a first impression? It went from there and it got better over the 20 plus years that I got close with Father Martin. So thank you and enjoy his birthday.